Hello everybody and welcome to the Glory Reds podcast. It is your boy Don Benito, and today we are going to be discussing the Premier League predictions. We are going to be talking about who's going to stay, who's going to be relegated. We're going to be talking about the golden boot, the top assist, who is going to be the standout performer, blah blah blah, Carabao, FA Cup, and actually who's going to be the champion of the Premier League. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. Right. Look, this season is going to be a very interesting season. And I know we always say this every season, and rightfully so. But this season in particular, I think it's going to be, it comes with a little bit of, it comes with a little, because people have been busy. Teams have been busy, interchanging, buying players, strengthening the cause. It has been unbelievable. It's even difficult to say who has actually won in this transfer market. But we're not here to talk about who has won in the transfer market. We're here to predict the Premier League outcome. Who is going to be at the top of the summit? Who is going to be at the bottom? Who is going to lead the charges for all these other teams and everything else? Now, guys, I have picked my list and everything based on information from this preseason and everything. I'm not trying to belittle anybody. I need you guys also to understand that I'm superstitious. And being superstitious, you think too much. You involve a lot of variables and stuff like that. So I'm going to add those. I'm going to bring you guys into my head, into my world, where you guys can understand how Benito thinks when it comes to this superstitious stuff in football. But some of you have already, I don't know if some of you are actually predicting who you think is going to win. Maybe some of you are just chilling and waiting for somebody else to do it for you. Well, we will. We will. And without further ado, guys, let's go. So, I'm going to start with the bottom three. The bottom three, I'm sorry, the guys that just been promoted, it's just what it is. It's very difficult for newly promoted teams to hang around. You need to have a very good system, like club, in terms of sustaining yourself to be able to stay in the Premier League. And I'm not sure about Sunderland, I'm not sure about Leeds, and I'm not sure about what you might call Burnley. Yeah, I mean, Burnley was in the Premier League the season before, but look, see what happened. They got relegated with Company, and Company went to Bayern Munich. You see, so I truly believe that the bottom three is going to remain the way it has been. The ones that have entered are going to leave. I want to talk about the cups before I actually go into that Premier League. The Carabao Cup, this one is tricky. But based on what I've been seeing, I feel like Chelsea are going to win the Carabao Cup this season. I don't know why, but I feel like it. I feel like they're going to win it. I would have said Arsenal, but we know Arsenal. Arsenal trophies, they're allergic to trophies. I know they bought a striker, but they're allergic to trophies, so I'm not putting them there. The FA Cup. You know, I had said Liverpool in my mind, but I don't think so anymore. Is that strange? I don't think Liverpool is taking the FA Cup. I think Arsenal will take the FA Cup. I think this is the season. If there's going to be a season that Arsenal wins something to try and stay relevant or anything like that, it's going to be this season. So it's going to be Arsenal. Yes, I had a different name there, but then I just thought about it now and I was like, because I'm really concerned about this other team. And then the EPL. The EPL for me, again, like this one is tricky. I feel like Chelsea will win it. And already you're like, what? You put Chelsea for Carabao? I know. But Chelsea If there's a team that's going through the trajectory or the process, the right process, it is Chelsea. Chelsea were not in Europe 2 seasons ago. They've come back. They won the conference. They won the conference, sorry. Yeah. Or did they not? Whatever. They came back. They built that team. Now they're back in the Champions League. They're there. They won the World Cup. This is that moment when they missed out on Europe. Remember my theory about missing out on Europe for these big teams. They need that reset. Missing out on Europe is it. Because it alleviates a lot of movement for these guys, whether be it traveling, be it playing. There's less time in other things and more focus on the main course. So I truly I honestly think that Chelsea are going to be the champions of the Premier League. I know that's a weird one. So Carabao, Chelsea. FA Cup, Arsenal. Premier League, Chelsea. Top 4. So, yes, there's top 4, but me, I went with the top 5. Surprising name that I wanted to bring in there. Now, top 5. Like I said, the Premier League, I think Chelsea will win it because of the trajectory that they've gone, the signings that they've made. My only issue with Chelsea is that they are children, right? They're children, very, very young. There's no scene. You can even Reece James is young. He's a young captain. He's somebody that just became captain, so he doesn't have that thing. So Thiago Silva was the guy. They got rid of him. So yes, I feel like Chelsea don't have that senior presence that is required. When these guys start misbehaving and start throwing tantrums, somebody can set them straight. So that's the only hurdle that they have. But other than that, I think they're a very solid team. Like from the back up until the top, they are very, very solid. Number 2, I've put Liverpool. Yes, Liverpool have made some very expensive signings this season. They've made some important signings. They're bolstering. They brought Ketike, somebody who we've spoken about here in Glory Reds. They brought in Florian Wirtz. They're linked to Alexander Isak. They got rid of Luis Diaz. There's a lot that has been going on with Chelsea. But the big Liverpool, but the biggest one for me is Jota. Now I know a lot of people are not gonna talk about this, but I'm a football player. I know people go through grief and all this other stuff. I get it. I understand it. If I see Liverpool not playing or not thriving or not, I'm not gonna shit on them because I actually understand that psychologically, bro, I think some of them are still going through the whole Diogo Jota passing thing. So I have sympathy or empathy, whichever one it is. I have it for them. If they go out there and start blitzing everybody, hey, my bad. But I don't think that they're going to be that. So I think they're going to be second. Third, I've put Arsenal. Yeah, Arsenal, I've put them there. They brought in the striker that they've needed. They've made some good recruitments. I won't lie to you. Bringing in Zubamendi was a touch of, he's one of my, you think about dream midfielders, Zubamendi is one of them. So who else did they bring in? Also, Mosquera, the defender from Brazil, So they're looking strong. So that, for me, I think they're going to occupy that third position. And then fourth is going to be Man City. Man City, the reason is being Rodri is injured again. I don't know how long he's going to be out, but Man City without Rodri, and there's no Man City. There's nothing there. Rodri is the player that makes this team tick. Without him, I don't see them. I'm not afraid of Man City without Rodri. Even with Rodri, we've had our battles in the past, but Rodri has picked up a slight injury, so he's out. And the Premier League is starting Friday, so I don't know how that is going to pan out. So with that being said, I've put City at fourth, and then at fifth, I have put my beloved club Manchester United in the top 5, finished and club. Why did you put Manchester United in the top 5? Well, I think it's pretty obvious. I think we've solved the problem that we were lacking last season. I believe that last season, had we had goals, if we had goals, top 6 would have been easy. Top 10 would have been easy for us. We lacked goals. Goals. It's that simple. Our defense was solid enough. Yes, we lost games, but we lost games in situations that were very weird. 1-0 to Wolves. We've played them out the park the whole game. Last minute, 90-something minutes, they get a free kick on the edge of the box. Freaking bang, bang, goal. Like, what is that? What is that? And we don't score goals. When we were conceding last season, the heads dropped. Nothing would get done. This season, it is something different, entirely different. We have made the purchases that we need to help bolster the club. Brian and Bueno, Mateus Cunha, alone, by themselves, together, whatever you want to, as a duo last season, were responsible for 40 goal contributions. Both of them. 40. Now, if you're going to come here and start saying, oh, when you see them cook in the preseason, fair, they didn't score, then you are a very stupid human being. You are a very shallow human being. It means you don't understand football. If you think that the performances during the preseason are it, big man, you do not understand. Did you not hear that Ruben Amorim saying that these boys are at 60%? 60. Even Cunha, 60. You're talking about Brian, in fact. He's at 60%. He has not even hit the full gears. When these guys start motoring and firing on all cylinders, that's when you guys are going to be like, so this is what Benito was talking about. Yes. So I truly think Manchester United is going to be 5th. I think our defense is solid enough to deal with anybody this season. Be it Iketike, be it Haaland, be it who. I think we've got a strong squad. And then our attack. Yes, we brought in Benjamin Sesko, we brought in our 2 number 10s. The trick for us is staying fit. Every player, 25 players staying fit throughout this entire season. We can't have these injury issues for Manchester United. We have that, that's going to be a problem. It's going to derail us. Because unlike other clubs, when they have that problem where they can just substitute a main player that has been there and replace him with somebody from the bench, it works seemingly for them. Whereas for us, it's a little bit of a, touch and go. So, yeah. So that is my prediction, ladies and gentlemen. For the top 5, I have Chelsea, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal. No. Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, United. The bottom 3 remains the same. Leeds, Sunderland, and Burnley will return. The Golden Boot. The Golden Boot is tricky because the players I think will win it are not even in the top. Like, their team is not being touted to win the Premier League according to me. So my Golden Boot recipient is going to be Haaland and Mo Salah. And the top assist award is going to go to Cole Palmer and Bruno Fernandes. That's how I'm seeing it this season. Yes. That is my Premier League prediction, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening to the Glory Reds podcast. It's your boy, Don Benito. Thank you for your support. We will continue trying to reach that 100 subscribers. Please support. Don't forget to smash the notification bell and hit that subscribe button, please. We are trying to get to 100. We are. So please help support. We are also on Spotify. Don't forget to check us on the Glory Reds on Spotify. We are there. Please